But Jake, how are you? Thank you for joining the shit show. We we've been like I told you, I'm sure you're used to super official radio. We've had a few guys from sports radio from Jacksonville and Nashville on here the last couple weeks, and listen, it's we do our best. So thank you for coming on.
Well, I'm going to be at Colts camp tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and I can tell you there's no bigger blank show than what's going on right now with Indianapolis. I mean, there's obviously a lot to talk about.
Wait to talk about that. I mean, I can't wait.
The Colts have been consistent in one thing over the last decade, and that's drama. And it makes our job easy, so that's cool.
I actually saw your tweet about that, and I was going to bring that up. So I'm glad you did. Because I was searching your Twitter. I try to feel out the person's personality before they come on. I'm like, okay, all right, I get it. Yeah, I appreciate the Colts drama. I loved the Jeff Saturday stuff last year. As a fan of a team in the AFC South that's not the Colts, I enjoyed it. But I actually like Jeff Saturday. I hope he's still working within the team in some capacity because.
Well, listen, Jeff Saturday's going to end up back at ESPN. I'm pretty sure of that. And, it's interesting because he was a guy that was obviously one of the most popular players in franchise history. He was well respected within the locker room when he was a player. A lot of those players, I think, really wanted to see him succeed. But he was put in a tough situation because, Jim Irsay was kind of on an island and thinking that was the right way to go. I think, to be honest with you, I think we were probably one or two games from, the end of the year. There were a couple of games there that kind of hindered the balance. And I think Irsay was really hell-bent on bringing back Jeff Saturday. I think Jim Irsay saw that as Jim Irsay's decision that he wanted to validate and show that he was kind of the smartest guy in the room when everybody was doubting it. And I think it was closer than people realized. Now, Shane Steichen is a hire that I think was the right one. I think even Frank Reich likes what Shane Steichen brings to the table offensively. They worked together at one point. So, Indianapolis, I think, has the pieces in place to be able to have some trajectory in the right direction. But there are a lot of big question marks, and any of that, for those of you that are fans of other teams in the AFC South, you've got certainly probably at least a 2 to 3 year window before Indianapolis is somebody that you're going to have to really consider towards being up towards the top of the division, in my opinion, unless Anthony Richardson comes along quickly. But it is nonstop in terms of just when you have an owner like Jim Irsay that claims he doesn't want to get involved, but does get involved and has been around.
Is very involved, yeah.
It's there's always something.
Yeah. As a Texans fan, I'm here for it. Like I'm just glad it's not my team no more. So